They moved into a house that wasn't empty. It was waiting for them. The Johnson family arrived on a quiet street in New Jersey just before sunset. The house stood between two older homes, tall and narrow, with dark windows that reflected the fading light. It looked ordinary, but something about it felt strangely watchful. Mark Johnson unlocked the door while his wife Claire carried the last box from the car. Their two children, Emily and Josh, stepped inside first. The air inside the house felt colder than outside. Emily stopped in the hallway and whispered, "Did someone leave the lights on upstairs?" "No," Mark answered. The house has been empty for months, yet a faint glow appeared under a bedroom door. At first, the family ignored the feeling. New houses always take time to feel normal. They unpacked their things and tried to settle in. But the first strange thing happened that same night. When Claire went downstairs to get water, she noticed an envelope lying on the kitchen table. It had no stamp, no address, just one word written on the front, "Welcome." She assumed Mark had left it there. But when she asked him, he shook his head slowly. "I've never seen it before." Inside the envelope was a single piece of paper. It read, "The house remembers everything." They laughed it off. Maybe a prank from a neighbor. But the next morning the front door was locked from the inside, even though Mark clearly remembered leaving it open while carrying boxes. On the second night, the lights flickered for a moment. Then something else happened. Emily was brushing her hair in the bathroom mirror when she noticed another reflection behind her. A tall figure stood in the hallway. She turned around quickly. The hallway was empty. She told her parents, but Mark blamed stress. Moving to a new town can make anyone imagine things. Still, the house continued to behave strangely. Family photographs placed on the living room shelf kept shifting positions overnight. The same picture would appear in a different place every morning. One afternoon another letter appeared under the door. This one had a postmark from London. Claire stared at it carefully. How can a letter from England appear inside our house? The message inside was longer this time. It read, "Some families hide the truth. This house does not." That night a neighbor named Mr. Walker visited to introduce himself. When Mark mentioned the letters, the old man's face changed. "You didn't hear about the previous owners?" he asked quietly. Mark shook his head. Mr. Walker lowered his voice. "The last family left suddenly. No moving truck, no goodbye. One day they were here. The next day the house was empty." Claire felt a chill run down her arms. "What happened to them?" "No one knows," the old man replied. The following evening, Emily discovered something unusual in the attic. Behind a loose wooden panel, she found a small metal box covered in dust. Inside the box was a diary. The first page was dated 1979. The writing belonged to someone named Thomas Carter, a man who once lived in the house with his family. As Claire read the diary aloud, the story inside became darker. Thomas Carter wrote about arguments, secrets, and betrayal inside the family. He believed the house somehow revealed hidden truths. One entry stood out. "The walls know what we try to hide. The house forces us to face it." The final page stopped mid-sentence. No explanation, no ending, just silence. That night the house grew restless. Doors opened slowly by themselves. Footsteps echoed upstairs even though everyone was downstairs together. Josh grabbed his mother's arm. "Someone is walking." Mark ran upstairs to check, but every room was empty. When he returned, another letter waited on the floor. This time the message was simple: "You cannot hide here." The family gathered in the living room, uneasy and silent. Claire finally said what everyone was thinking. "What if the house is trying to show us something?" Mark hesitated. Then he admitted something he had kept hidden. Months before moving, he had almost lost his job after making a serious mistake at work. He never told Claire because he didn't want to worry her. Claire looked stunned. At the same moment, Emily confessed she had been hiding bad grades at school. Even Josh quietly admitted he had broken his friend's bike and blamed someone else. One by one, the secrets came out. The strange noises in the house slowly stopped. The lights remained steady. The doors stayed closed. It was as if the house had been waiting for them to speak the truth. Later that night, Mark walked through the silent hallway. For the first time, the house felt calm. He glanced at the mirror where Emily once saw the shadow. This time the reflection showed only himself. But on the wall beside the mirror, new words had appeared, written faintly, like a message left in dust. "Truth sets the house free." The Johnson family never received another letter. The strange sounds never returned. Yet sometimes, when the wind blows through the hallway at night, Emily still wonders about the families who lived there before them, and whether the house is still watching, waiting, listening. Because some houses do not forget. They simply wait for the truth to be spoken.